If you encounter sub-item code 7 on the maintenance minder of a 2018 Honda Accord, it means that it is time to change the brake fluid. See, it says right there in your owner's manual, and it says that this maintenance should be performed at least every 36 months. Start the fluid change process by pulling on the hood release lever below the steering wheel. The hood release lever is located midline in front of the Honda emblem. Push the hood release lever to the left and lift the hood. Free the hood prop from its receiver and swing it into the passenger side receiver in the hood. Locate the reservoir for the brake master cylinder and place a paper towel next to it to catch dripping fluid as we work. To remove the cap, press down and turn left towards the passenger side of the vehicle. Take note of the minimum and maximum fluid lines on the reservoir along with the current fluid level. Take a few extra moments to wipe dirt and debris from the master cylinder reservoir fill opening and the underside of the reservoir lid. See, nice and clean. Locate the filter for the brake fluid reservoir and carefully lift it out. Clean the plastic lip where the filter sat with a paper towel. Insert a turkey baster or a hand pump tube and remove the dirty fluid in the reservoir, making sure not to spill any on the vehicle or your hands. With the reservoir empty, leave the reservoir cap off and place a funnel in the master cylinder reservoir. Using new, previously unopened DOT3 fluid, fill the master cylinder to the max line on the reservoir. Throughout the fluid replacement, never, ever let the master cylinder run dry or you will introduce air into your brake lines. Unlike a typical vehicle brake fluid change, the brake fluid will be extracted starting from the closest tire to the master cylinder, moving to the furthest. Honda calls for the order of fluid extraction to be left front, right rear. Loosen the lug nuts on the left front driver's side tire with a 19mm socket and a breaker bar. Locate the vehicle's left side and forwardmost lift point under the driver's side mirror. Lift the vehicle and place a floor jack for added safety. Loosen and remove the wheel's lug nuts with a 19mm socket. Remove the tire from the vehicle. Locate the dust cap for the brake bleeder fitting and carefully remove. Apply a 10mm wrench to the bleeder fitting, place a bucket below to catch messes, and then a drainage hose. If you are using a hand pump, apply pressure before opening the bleeder fitting. If a helper is depressing the brake pedal to eject fluid from the brake system, which I think is easiest, there is no need to pump at the hand pump. With pressure built by either the hand pump or by a helper pressing the brake pedal, turn the bleeder fitting with a 10mm wrench and allow the fluid to flow out. Importantly, close the fitting before the helper releases their foot from the brake pedal or before pressure is released from a hand pump to avoid introducing air into the brake system. Repeat this process, regularly dumping the fluid in your capture container until the fluid starts to clear. To alleviate anxiety, I've shown the amount of fluid that leaves the master cylinder reservoir each time the brake pedal is depressed. Monitor the fluid level in the master cylinder and maintain the fluid level near the max fill line while removing fluid at each brake line. When the line is clear, close the bleeder fitting without over-tightening, remove the extraction hose without spilling fluid on the brake components, and return the brake bleeder dust cap. For the sake of time, I will not show the lifting and tire removal and remounting of each tire. Remount the left front tire, lug nuts, lower the vehicle, and torque the lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds in a star pattern. Please repeat this process for each tire that is removed and remounted. After completing the left front brake line, move to the right front tire and repeat the process of depressing the brake pedal or building pressure with a pump, opening, then closing the bleeder fitting, and then releasing the brake pedal and reapplying pressure on the brake pedal. Move on to the left rear tire and repeat the process of extracting fluid and returning the brake line to service. Finally, move to the right rear tire and complete the process of extracting fluid until clear and returning the brake line to service. Clean up any spilled brake fluid and return and remount the final tire. Back at the engine compartment, top off the master brake cylinder reservoir to the max fill line, remove the funnel, watching for dripping fluid, and return the cleaned filter to the master brake cylinder reservoir. Installing the master brake cylinder reservoir cap requires you to twist the locking lugs of the cap into the lugs on the reservoir with a downward pushing and right twisting motion to properly secure it. Free the hood prop from the hood receiver and swing it into the receiver near the bumper. Close and secure the hood. In the driver's seat, depress the brake pedal a few times to make sure the pedal becomes firm before leaving the driveway to test your work. Resetting the maintenance minder service notifications can be done from the steering wheel controls or using the dashboard information screen, selecting Settings, Vehicle, Maintenance Info, select Reset Items, select if you'd like to clear a single item or all due items. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and consider sending a few dollars my way to support my channel through the links below.